So don't go about doing that. That's insulting their mother. Take food and you want to sniff it, and there are other countries that are better than Ghana in another way. When you measure things like that, they don't even want to do that. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa, and on this channel we talk about everything Ghana. We talk about fashion and a whole lot of stuff. So click the channel because there are a lot of things for everyone. If this is your first time on my channel and you're just seeing my face for the first time, before you leave, please don't forget to subscribe before you go, and like and comment also. That helps me a lot. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you for always watching my videos. You mean a lot to me. You don't know, I am making this video late at night, because I am trying to maximize my Sunday evening. Yes, so I'll be like done for the whole week. Like I'm just trying to make content for the whole week, so I know my week will be more organized that way. I'm trying to be more consistent because this YouTube family to not build itself. It's been a rainy day. It's a rainy Sunday. It's just cozy. This is the kind of weather I love most. So I literally would rather be coiled up in bed right now with maybe a book and my hot cup of coffee, because I am addicted to coffee somehow. Yes, I mostly like the smell of coffee. So I literally would rather be coiled up in my bed right now, reading and with coffee. But yeah, here I am making videos for you guys because, like I said, the YouTube channel to not grow itself, I have to be very consistent, and the whole week I won't have time to film. So this Sunday we're filming 4 to 5 videos, no time. Before we go on, Sunday is Father's Day, and I said it in the last one. I don't know which one you'll be saying first, so I'm going to say it again. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the house. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all the sacrifices you make for your kids, and for those that don't have their fathers with them today. Like, I just hope you know they are in a much better place. So yeah, celebrate also the men that they were. So yeah, happy Father's Day to you all. So let's get into this video. Today we are going to be talking about how to offend Ghanaian people. Now before we continue, I'm not saying come and start offending the Ghanaians. So I'm not saying offend Ghanaian people, because people, when they will not see the title, they will say, this girl has come again. She's telling people to come and disrespect us, to come and offend us. So today's topic is how to offend the Ghanaians, how to offend Ghanaian people. I'm not saying go and offend any Ghanaian. I'm just trying to, like, if you are planning on visiting Ghana or moving to Ghana, these are just some things you might want to avoid doing so as not to offend anyone. And again, all what I'm about to say will not necessarily offend all Ghanaians. My opinions are literally not always set in stone. So anything I'm saying though is not like, and that's the, no. So some of the things I'm about to say will definitely not annoy every Ghana, but there are some that they will annoy. So you should learn to, and when you go to somewhere, you learn the people's way, and you learn what and what to avoid. So today I'm bringing to you what and what to avoid offending anybody, because they will come for you. If they come for you, you will not like it. Go and check some YouTube videos on this street, you will see them. Yes. Number one is being overly opinionated about their way of life and their culture and something that matters to them. Like, when maybe someone is telling you, oh, this is how we do things here in Ghana, and you find it very weird, and now you're not countering it that it shouldn't be done that way. Oh, this, that. They hate it, even if it's constructive and criticism. It depends on the way you deliver it anyway, because there are some people that there's a way you would deliver some things. Even if that thing is meant to be negative, it will land a little bit better than when you're coming off as if you're attacking their culture and you're attacking their way of life. Nobody actually likes that. And some men do not like women being opinionated. I am saying it in this Ghana. Yes, it's like sometimes when you're talking to a man, because you're a girl and maybe you have these opinions, they tend to, like, you're not supposed to, maybe they tend to play it down, like, or get offended that you're that you're literally speaking to them that way. They're not necessarily offended because of your opinion that's different from them, but they might be offended because you're a lady with this strong opinion and you're supposed to be the weaker whatever. You're supposed to just listen to them because they are the men. Yes, that happened a lot in Ghana, and I personally I have experienced it a lot in this Ghana. Like even and sometimes you might even give someone that's okay, there was a day I actually lost my key. Yes, so I had to look for someone to come and open the door, like carpenter. My own thing is I always put my personal stories in it. That's why it's called personal experiences. So I speak on my personal experiences. So I call this whole, I don't know how they call them, carpenter or whatever, the local ones. I wasn't working barefoot. Please come and help me open my door so I can get my key, the spare key from inside the house. So he came and he said, I need to call my boyfriend first before we open it. I'm like, which boyfriend are you talking about? He literally said he will not open the door unless I call my boyfriend, meaning I should be living with my boyfriend, or maybe he thought it was my boyfriend's house and I'm trying to break in. And I was already very annoyed with the fact that I'm stuck outside and I'm looking for a way to get an entrance to my house, and now you're telling me to call him, let me talk to him before you open the door for me. Like, call who? So I got annoyed and I was not telling him that, oh, women can be this, women can be that too. He literally got offended that I was talking to him that way. So you should mind the way you talk to him. Don't be too opinionated, especially when they're telling you this is how they do things. Yeah, I think I divert a bit. Sorry. Saying negative things about Ghana. My dear, no, it's okay when you literally have negative experience and you want to talk about them, but I think most times if you want to talk about the negatives of Ghana, it always does depend on the delivery. Like I said in the first time, your delivery matters a lot. There's a way you deliver it and it comes off as if you are talking down on them or you're being insulting. Yeah, they don't like that at all. These people, and they will come for your neck. So like if you see anything that you do not necessarily like in Ghana, which you will see, because Ghana, like every other place, you always comment, you always meet the negative as with the positive. So it's not like you're coming and to just be negative, positive, and you won't meet. Yeah, there are things you will meet and you find very annoying and you want to talk about. Be very careful the way you talk about them. Deliver it, or don't just talk about it at all, or talk about it. Talk about it, but be mindful of how you present it, so that you don't come off as if you are being hateful. Then number 3 is calling them illiterate just because they don't speak English. That I personally find very insulting. You don't come to someone's community or someone's town and you're calling them illiterate because they cannot express themselves to you in English language. You are the one in their town. You are the one imposing on them. They do not have to make the extra effort to communicate to you. So that someone cannot speak fluent English does not make them illiterate. You just plain actually calling people illiterate, like generalizing something like as annoying as that. It's really offensive, and they find it very offensive. Yes, it's frustrating when you want to communicate in English and they can't communicate back, but that does not mean you should call anybody illiterate to their face. Like if someone do that to you, or maybe your own mother or anybody at home, that will never make you feel nice. So don't go about calling people illiterate to their face just because they are unable to communicate to you in their language. You don't even need to understand their language most times to hear what they are saying. I don't understand Tree, quite alright, but most times when you're able speaking to me in Tree, I know what you're telling me because I'm trying to pay attention to you and what you are saying. And when you are paying attention to someone, you hear what they are saying. Don't call anybody illiterate because they cannot speak English, and if you call them to their face, they will come for you. One thing about the Ghanaians is they are not shy when it comes to expressing themselves to you. Like if you offend them like this, they're not going to shy away from it and try to sugarcoat it. They will tell you straight up that you are being disrespectful, and they will come for you. So learn to Just literally learn how to talk to humans. I don't like people calling people illiterate just because they can't speak English the way you want them to speak English, or maybe they're speaking the English with an accent. When me, I have an accent. I have my thick Nigerian accent. I don't even have a Nigerian accent. I have a Deltan accent because the way I speak English is different from the way an Igbo is speaking English. So my accent is Delta. It's strong. Anybody in Nigeria will know I'm Delta from the way I'm talking alone. So my accent is very important to me. It's my identity. Just is your identity. You don't come and want to strip it away because you want them to stand Polish and stand British and speak to you like we all in what? No, we're not in Britain, Africa, baby. So we speak like Africa. So we don't want to be speaking like the Britons. Yeah, or the English or all the Brits. This one is a bit tricky, literally. This one, most times, is usually a joke, but some take it very seriously. Saying anything positive about Nigeria to any Ghanaian, not all of them, but some, they will call for you. You know, it doesn't really matter what it is. You see, sometimes when you even see something that this one, I don't think they realize that the way Ghana is better than some countries in some other countries are better than Ghana in another way. When you measure things like that, they don't even want to listen at all. Okay, but you like it when we measure just the good side of Ghana. You don't want to hear someone else's good saying side. Anything positive about Nigeria can earn you anything in Ghana or to some of them. Then if you want to really be offensive, go to a Ghanaian and tell them you like it Nigerian jollof more than Ghanaian jollof. You're on your own. You are definitely on your own. So even if you prefer the Nigerian jollof, keep your mouth shut. Unless me, I don't like people insulting me. So unless you want to be insulted, besides the jollof, people just say one is better than one. I personally like both, and I eat jollof almost every day. It don't matter if it is Ghana or Nigeria. Jollof is jollof. Once it's well cooked, that jollof will be sweet. Jollof is one of the best things to happen in this life. Yeah, I think we're in number 5. Number 5, don't call an elderly person by their name. Like walking up to somebody and because you are from America or you are from anywhere where you can call some elderly people by their names, like walking up to an elderly person and saying Francis, that's very disrespectful. This is the case with most African countries. West Africa, I'm going to be talking about West Africa alone because I don't really know the tradition of other Africans, but West Africans alone, you do not call an elderly person by their name. That is very disrespectful and they find it very offensive. So yeah, don't call elderly people by their name. Number 6 is don't call people silly. Like when someone is talking to you and maybe the person is not actually making sense and is being silly to you, don't just go and call them silly to their face. They find that thing very offensive. Like silly itself. Don't just go you're being silly or you're silly to anybody's face. Yeah. You will not like them at all. And then number 7 is don't start a conversation with people without greeting. Like maybe you just walk up to somebody and you just start up a conversation without even like common courtesy of good morning. I understand this might be the case in some people's world, but in our world, like in West African world, this way we have to greet before we start the conversation. Like maybe if I want to ask someone for direction, like I can't just walk up to somebody tending to his own day and attending to his own business, going about his day, and we just walk up to them, be like, oh please, where? No, or just walk up to them and be like, show me the road to so place, or start and give a direction without even saying good morning or good afternoon, common courtesy or adding please to it. That's nobody owe you anything, nobody owe you nothing. Use Google Map then if you can't say good morning. And if you're thinking because maybe you look older than the person, you can't greet, yeah, being the whole high-handed, and then locate your way yourself. Don't go ask people for direction without at least saying good morning to them. So when you want to ask for direction or you literally just want to start a conversation with a Ghanaian, the best way to go about it is to say good morning, then start up a conversation. The thing with them is the Ghanaians, they are very polite people. Like they do the same thing to you. If they want to talk to you, they greet you first. Like if you watch some of my vlogs where you see me conversing with some of the locals, you will hear them like They will greet you good morning, they will laugh with you, they will accord you respect, and they want you to accord same back to them. So that's why they get offended when you do not give them the same respect they are according you. So someone, a Ghanaian meeting you as a stranger and they are telling you good morning before they start a conversation with you, how are you today? And then you being the stranger, you are coming to them, yeah, it's offensive. Don't do it. Yeah, I think we're in 7 now. Don't enter. Okay, don't go to like a royal palace and go inside with your shoe on, slippers on, anything on your feet. That's very disrespectful, and I think it's against their tradition. That's in most cases with some of the villages, and it's same thing with some of our own royal palaces back in Nigeria also. I personally haven't been to much royal families or royal palaces. My mom is a princess, but her dad is late, so someone is already the king. And I used to go to, when we were young, I still go to my mom's village every year from in Nigeria. Apart from that, that one is going to a family. That one is quite different from if you are visiting maybe for culture, yeah, or you have any business in the palace, you don't walk in with your slippers on. I'm saying slippers on. You know, something is, I'm making all these vlogging, sometimes I try pronouncing things like the Ghanaian so that they will understand me more. So that's why you hear the kind, you see me say slippers, and I know it's slippers, but the Ghanaians say slippers, and so I'll say slippers. I'm pronouncing it weird. I think we're in 8. Number 8 is like hissing and rolling your eyes at an elderly person. Like maybe someone that's elderly or that's older than you is talking to you, and their person is maybe is annoying you, and you're seriously annoyed, and then you go or roll your eyes at them. Hey, that thing is very disrespectful to them. They don't like it at all. Don't even try it at all. See, most time when I say don't try this thing, don't try this, you'll be wondering, if I do it, what will happen? You do not want to know what will happen, so don't do it. Normally, like again, if you go to Rome, behave like the Romans. If you are used to hissing at elders where you're from, or you are used to rolling your eyes at elders, you don't try that shit in West Africa. In Ghana, you don't try it. In Nigeria, you don't try it. If my mom is even talking to you and you want to be a wobe child and you want to talk back at her and raise your voice, who born you, my dear? They don't born you well to do that. So literally, if an elderly person is talking to you and you are offended or they are offensive, don't go hissing. Because in Ghana, you will find things that will offend you and actually annoy you. You will actually find some people that are older than you that will offend the living life out of you, and you really want to express yourself in a very 9. Don't interrupt an elderly person when they're talking to you. Like Vanessa is speaking, and you are really annoyed. You want to cut in and tell them you don't agree with what they are saying. Don't do it. Just keep your mouth shut. Let them finish what they are saying. They say, "Sama, I disagree with this and this you said. This is what and what I think it is." See, when you learn to control your mouth, your anger, and your temper, you save yourself a lot of stress in life, not just in Ghana, in most places. Because sometimes people will walk up to you and maybe you interrupt them, and now they're now offended, and now they are raising their voice at you, and maybe you want to raise your voice back, and people don't even want to see what is happening. They don't want to know if you are the one that's right or if you are in your right, or the other person they're wrong. They will actually just like, you are being disrespectful, you're a disrespectful child, or you're a disrespectful human. So keep your mouth shut, let them finish talking, tell them I do not agree with what you are doing or what you just said. Yeah, save yourself. Well, let's just add some bonus ones before you go insulting people by thumbing down up and down. Like this thing is an insult in Ghana. It's mostly you're insulting their parents. So in case you come to Ghana and maybe you see someone doing it to someone and you don't know what it means, and maybe next time someone is offending you and you want to do them that whole stomp me up and down shit, you are basically insulting their mother. I don't see why you want to insult someone's parents that have nothing to do with your own issues. So if you have an issue with somebody, face them. You don't want to drag their family into it. Nobody likes it when their parents is being disrespected. Personally, for me, they know. You don't even try that shit with me. You don't even try it with my sister. Like in my town like this, then you don't try. See, I'm the kind of person that I can be in town for 1 year, you won't even see me. But the day you will see me, the day I hear that you're disrespecting my sister, my elder sister, or my mother, you will see me. I will come out for you. Yes, so don't go about doing that. That's insulting their mother. You don't want to do it. Another bonus point is don't go and be sniffing food in Ghana. You know that thing where people take food and you want to sniff it and you're being, that's disrespectful to the food itself. Don't even do that thing in my house if you are coming to my house. Yeah, don't sniff food in Ghana. It's really, really disrespectful. And another thing is, don't disrespect their food. Like, it's okay if you don't like their food. There are some of their food that I personally do not like, but I will never come and start saying the food is shit. They do it. Oh, you know one thing with the Ghanaians is they can disrespect you and your tradition and your food. They don't like it when you do it to them. Because me, I personally do not like it when you do it to me. I do not even want to consider doing it to you. Like that trend that was going on online when people were, I think some months back, TikTok trend, people were testing African food, and so were testing the Ghanaian fufu and the Nigerian one, and they were spitting it. I've been disrespectful to the food. That thing was very annoying to me. I did not even used to watch those videos. If I see anything like that, I would just be like, you are very stupid. Language. Don't cause V. Yes, so don't disrespect their food. It's okay if you don't like the food. If you don't like the soups because you're not used to it, it's okay. Nobody will force you to eat it, but don't go maybe actually making a YouTube video, bringing out a Ghanaian food and say this food is shit and just talking down on it. Nobody likes it. Do not do it. And don't come and start. Okay, I think we are making this video way too long. We'll make another video. We'll talk about more things. Literally coming to Ghana and expecting to see tall buildings everywhere, all those skyscrapers everywhere, and because you don't see them, you now want to insult them and call them in a third world country, or you call them an unpleasant name because you are not seeing the tall building. You are not seeing those tall buildings because those that do not go according to the plan of the community, of the city, and they have reasons for it, which I do not want to go into right now. So you coming here and just talking down on it because you are not seeing what you expect to see. That shit is dumb. Language fee. You know what? Let's end this video here. I want to make one more before we go. So as always, before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me all of your honest opinion down in the comment section. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.